welcome to a mixture of poems and prayers. It all started just over 6 years ago when I compiled a collection of poems and songs that I had written in English, but also in some other languages. I was looking into the possibility of getting them published, but the more I looked, the more trouble it appeared that it was going to be. And then I hit on the idea of publishing my work on a website, and so a mixture of poems and prayers was born. At first, my poems and prayers just appeared in English, but as I went on my journey of discovery through my family heritage, I decided that it might be a good idea to translate some of my previous work into Cornish. And then after I'd finished translating most of my work into Cornish, as it existed at that time, I added some audio files which I thought would add to the interest, and people could not only see my poems, they could hear me read them. And then the next step was to add some audio-visual YouTube broadcast. This year, I expect to welcome my 250,000th visitor, which will put me past the 250,000 mark. My site has a series of links that feature the different aspects of my website. It started as a showcase for my poems and prayers and has gradually come to include other things. My homepage will tell you the latest website news and provide links to my latest editions. The mixture page features links to most of the poems and prayers that I've published on my website. The links with the darker backgrounds lead to poems and prayers that feature YouTube videos of me introducing and reading my work in English and Cornish. Where there is a K beside the title of my work, this means that there is also a Cornish or Cernuic version of the poem or prayer. Where there is an H, it also exists in Hebrew. And where there is an A, and I think there's just one case of that, there is also an Aramaic version. The page also features a YouTube broadcast that gives my take on what poetry is all about. My sermons page features outlines of sermons that I have preached in Methodist churches all over Plymouth and further afield, and it also has YouTube broadcasts of recent sermons preached at St. Paul's Church of England in Efford, Plymouth. My theology page features my undergraduate work from level 2 and level 3, and also my dissertation. It also relates some of my concerns about the formal study of Christian theology in Bible colleges and theology departments. The Bible page features my translations of the Old Testament from Hebrew into Cornish, including the 12 minor prophets, Isaiah, Deuteronomy, and some of my current work on the prophet Ezekiel. Some of my work has already been published by the Cornish Language Board, and there's more to come. I look forward to the day when I can hold in my hand a complete Cornish Bible. My prayer wall is a relatively new feature, and now includes some prayers and testimonies concerning answered prayer that I have seen in my life. The information page tells you a little bit more about my academic interest and contains a bibliography that I think might be helpful to anyone considering learning the ancestral language of Devon and Cornwall, called Cernuic, but also known as Cornish. Welcome to my webpage. I hope that God will bless you as you explore it. Du gennis